you? Good evening. This is Cinnaballet with a bit of crochet, my captain's log. All right, so that's what's on the menu for this live stream at the moment. So, captain's log, I am about to start the sleeves, and I think I will be decreasing the sleeves. I don't think I'm gonna leave them that open. I gotta try this on again to see. Let me try it on again before I start decreasing. I hadn't even started the row, but yeah. So about to start on the sleeve. Figure out if I'm gonna decrease or leave the sleeves wide. They are gonna be pretty wide. Yeah, I'm gonna decrease them a bit. Wow. The stretch of the yarn has the sleeve hole like down to my waist. So going to be decreasing that. And I think I'm gonna check the pattern again. Um Let me check the pattern. Um, okay, here's the pattern. Okay, let me mark where I am. Okay, just checking. Okay. Now I got it. Um, okay. Okay. All right. So I'm on the next step of that. So that's my captain's log for where I am on this particular project here. Um, for my earlier project that I was working on, I have the pattern for that. Hey, so that's a bit of captain's vlog there for the hold on, let me look at it. Let me look at it to actually say the name correctly. Um, Shy, I don't, Slur, Shyler, Shyler, Crochet, Shyler. Okay. So I finally looked at it all the way. But I think that, okay, so that's her name, or that's her Kofi. That's her all over the different platforms. So yeah, Shyler Crochet. And I got her Shelby Butterfly Top by Shyler Crochet. There we go. Now I said it all correctly. Okay. So yeah, that's the name. That's the designer. Uh, she also has a video tutorial um, that accompanies the pattern. So yes, I had so much fun with that pattern when I discovered it. So um, yeah, I I would like to continue to have fun with that pattern. May it so okay, so I'm gonna work on this. Okay, do I have to turn this inside out or no? I guess not. I guess it doesn't matter. Does it? I don't guess so. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's an update of a captain's log there. It's I got the that pattern and I and working on my well about to work on my cardigan. I'm trying to think, do I wanna I guess I turn it inside out. I don't know what's inside out. Let me check. What's inside out, Lord? Or does it matter? I guess this where I'm at is inside out. Okay. So yeah. Breathing. Get get practice the steps to crocheting to get familiar and comfortable with them. Um, if you gotta set it down and step back, you can set it down and step back. And then when you're ready to go, ready to go. Okay. Let me see how I'm going to connect this. Okay. Let me check and make sure I'm doing this correct because I might have done something a bit too much. Yeah, I think I've done that. Let me go ahead and did I take that out? One. Let me just take that out. Start over. And a one. And a two. And a three. And over. It's kind of how I feel approaching this step. It's uh like like you jump roping or like how the two people that's turning the rope, and then they might, they might um swing the rope a few times before swinging it over you before you jump. And you might do that yourself, when you jump roping yourself. I know I've done it. And then jump, and then jump rope, jump. I'm looking to see where I put my stitches, Lord. Oh my goodness. I gotta start somewhere. I think I go here. All right, now I'm jumping rope. Got the first stitch in. Phew. Phew. All right, did it. And then, and then, and then the next one. Okay, I got two stitches done. Phew. But yeah, the first row, is the foundation. So once you get that one established, then the next row, the stitches are more visible, clearer. I mean, it's only like a few stitches that it's like, okay, where does the stitch go? But actually, I know where it goes. I'm just breathing through the steps. You might have to breathe through the steps. Um, I am reading another book. I started another book. I started two more books. I see Sue, and when I see her with a book, and she like it's her and Kelly, but recently it's been Sue. Uh, so Sue told me about a couple of books. Like the other day, she told me about a book. Yesterday she told me about a book. Okay, when I say me, she posted. She posted about a book, and I saw the post. And um, she was like, "Yeah, this is okay." So she shared a post. So I went to go see if I could get the book. Right, the book is available in the bookshop. So I get the book and I start reading it. It feels like when Sue tell me about about a book, it's almost like like uh like passing notes in the class, and you want to see what the notes say or whatever. That's kind of how it feel when I go to get a book she's recommended. Like it's like, okay, let me see, girl, let me. So I start reading it to see what she read, see what she talking about. And so that's how I started reading like two books this week. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this no. I started reading one this weekend or something like that. Then one to yesterday, and also another one. I started reading another one today. And I have read this book before. Um, but I didn't read it all the way through. Um, so I'm reading it all the way through this go round. Um, yeah, like the first time I read it, I thought it was something else. I thought it was like a story, the way it was presented, which it is a story. I didn't know it was a book. I thought it was just but yeah. So so I'm reading the book all the way through. I got my copy of the book. Um, because the first time I was just hearing the story. I was hearing somebody tell the story. I didn't know it was a book. That's what I'm trying to say. So now that I see that it's a book, I got my copy of the book and I can read the story for myself. I think that's what happened for the most part there. So yeah, I've been looking up book recommendations. I've been sharing book recommendations. I saw another post say if you like sinners, then here's some books. Oh yeah, Jessica Cage. She shared that her book is mentioned. Her book is mentioned amongst the vampire books, um, and Sinners, the movie Sinners. So exciting! Uh, exciting news. You know, there's uh, that is oof. That that's big. You know, that's excellent. Like her book released, I think March 4th, and then Sinners came out April. I don't know exactly now, but yeah, in April, and and her book is mentioned. You know, with the new movie that's been in, the theaters for the past, has it been a week yet? Is this the second weekend it's at theaters or the first? Anyway, her book is mentioned. Um, um, I accidentally hooked up with a vampire is the title of her book. So that is like feet kicking good. So I think I shared that along. Yes, I did. I shared that along with the other book. So it was a whole post and a line of books pertaining to vampires, vampire characters. So I shared that on Threads when you would like to go and see those titles, and you can check them at the bookshop. Yeah. Okay, third stitch done. I was looking, I'm like, what is that? Is this another stitch? I gotta check and see. Make sure I get all the stitches. Oop, I was about to skip one. Okay, I caught it. See, it's like a few stitches before the consistent stitches get going. And Jessica Cage has her launch party coming up, so you can check that out when you see her post and click on her name, J. Cage author, all one word. So then, when those first few stitches are done, you, how they say, off to the races. Brr, brr. And I am going to put a stitch marker right there so that I can um recognize this section more easily. Sometimes stitches be stitching. I be like, what? What the end at? What the end gonna be? So you can mark your. Oh my goodness, why am I? Oh Lord, do I have a project on this thing? I probably do. How did I cut a piece of yarn off if I got a project on this? I used it a couple of times already. How did I do that? Oh, okay, I see how I did it. Okay. Oh yeah, sometimes it'd be like, okay, where's the first and last stitch? So you can use um I'm using a piece of yarn at the moment because that's what's close to me. You can use a stitch marker. I do enjoy my stitch markers. I'm using a different color yarn. Um, my gold, my yellow gold yarn is what I'm using for my stitch marker on this wheat yarn. Okay, got it. I just tied like a loop, a very loose loop. I tied a knot. I tied a square knot, but it's not the knot is nowhere close to my stitch. I just took the yarn, wrapped it around the loop, made the knot close to the ends of the yarn, and there's a big old loop, like a hula hoop, around my end stitch so that I can cut that yarn off when I get to it. I like to do that so that when I'm maneuvering my crochet project around, it stays in place when I use the yarn when I use a piece of yarn as a uh, stitch marker. So yeah, so happy. I got excellent, excellent, muy excelente news. Um, Crochet community members are achieving their milestones. Hip hip hooray, including me. Also, I saw a trailer of a new movie. I guess it's gonna be a new movie. I hadn't heard too much about it. I saw a trailer thumbnail, and then I saw a post. So when I saw the post, I went back to the trailer and looked at the trailer to see what I can see, and it I'm not sure where it's going. I don't know if it's gonna be a theater release. The release date is set to be September 19th. So I don't know if it's gonna be streaming or in theaters. I didn't um commemorate that information to memory now, just in case there's any changes. I don't know where it's gonna go. Uh, I hadn't heard. That's the only buzz. Like, well, I guess I heard it from the horse's mouth. I heard it from the horse's mouth, I guess, to some extent. But yeah, it's a trailer of a new movie supposedly coming out. I don't know if it's in theaters though. I don't know if it's gonna be in theaters. Uh, yeah. Looks like it might be a horror thriller. I don't know exactly. I hadn't heard too much about it. I've only watched the trailer. Yeah. Um, Crocheting this sleeve. This first, this first row of the sleeve. Ooh, we somehow shut the blade. So many. Um, right now. Um, let it away. I was looking for something to watch, but nothing really was popping up. So I was like, that means time to read. I know, not that means time to read, but it's a good time to read. It's a good time to read. I started reading. Like I could continue scrolling, or I can read. Read. So I chose to read, and while I was reading, I was coloring by numbers as well, enjoying the coloring by numbers to the point where I may I'm trying to figure out how to hold my stylus because for somehow my stylus um spins around in my hand. So like the our um clip, the little clip that you can tuck onto your shirt pocket, that turns around into my thumb, and index finger, and I've been turning it back around so that it's not on my fingers. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been doing additionally to. That's what I've started doing additionally to the coloring, because it's just spinning around on my house. This thing's spinning around in my hand, and I'm holding it. But somehow I'm loosening my grip on it while I'm coloring, and it's spinning. So yeah, and I hold it kind of high up. Yeah, I hold it high up. I don't hold it too close to the. I don't hold it too close to the bottom of the, like a pencil. I hold it high up like a crochet hook. Exactly, like for real. Because I'm looking at how I'm holding my crochet hook right now, and that's about the same as how I hold my stylus. So, I don't know if I gotta. I'm trying to see what I can do if I can do something about that. Because my other stylus has a clip on it as well, and it does the same thing. And because I've been coloring so much, I'm noticing the I'm noticing it on my fingers. So I'm like, spin back the other way, go the other way. Like, can I hold this without the clips on my thumb, please? Like, I'm trying to hold it like so that the part of the stylus that doesn't have the clip is by my thumb, and I do. And then when I'm coloring, it somehow spins around. Like my grip. So yeah, that's what's going on with my coloring by numbers that I'm enjoying otherwise. Um, with all the different pages to color, explore. Got all kinds of coloring sheets. It's like an adult coloring sheet. It has some children stuff on there, but as well, it's 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 it has a lot of cool things. It's like an adult coloring book. Uh, um, it does, yeah. I think so. Like, but uh, yeah, 'cause it has landscapes. It has hobbies, sports. It has people. It has uh, um, things like that, and it does have like childlike elements. It does have like tour rooms and things like that, doll houses. Um, one of the categories is foods, vibrant, zen, places, Mandalas. I don't. I think I did a mandala. Yeah, I did. I think that was in the category of namaste. Perhaps I did a coloring. I colored a coloring sheet that had namaste on it, along with the mandala, and I also colored a yin yang that was like a mandala, that had a mandala pattern inside the yin yang. I think I colored that one. I colored so many pages. That's how well I like this coloring my numbers. I remember seeing it because sometimes I'll look through the sheets to see what's available, and then I'll go back and color the ones uh, that are of interest to me, um, off top. Like, okay, so if I see something of interest to me off top, I'll go ahead and color it. If I don't, I'll keep looking, and then I'll go back and choose whatever like pops out um, to color that has some type of um, interest to me. And it got all kinds of coloring sheets. It's all kinds, so you can locate what you would like to color. Okay, I'm towards the end of this row coming up. Let me get these stitches in correctly. Okay, now I this next step now. And voila, first row completed. Next row is on the go. Yeah, yeah. Awesome sauce. Okay, now what am I going to do? Am I going to move this stitch marker? It might be good that if I get up and get a stitch marker. Um, just so I can be abreast of when that last stitch is upon it. Let's see. Stitch. No, that's marker. Uh, uh, okay, are my stitch markers up there, Lord? Okay. Okay, great. Yay, stitch markers. Okay, so now I got a stitch marker. I got a pink stitch marker. Okay, so let me take this yarn piece off. I think I got a few more yarn pieces like this because I used yarn for stitch markers earlier in this project as well. I know I took one out at least. I might have somewhere to go. So I'm going to take that one out so I don't have that one and replace it with an actual stitch marker. Ew. Now we crocheting and we got a stitch marker. Yeah, we crocheting. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, I think this is my first project with this size yarn and this size hook combination. I was I was I was following I was following the pattern. So let's go. There I go. That's fine. And she said in the pattern I could use any hook, any yarn variation anyway. Anyway. So it's not like I variated from the pattern. I stayed on the pattern. I'm on the patterns course at the moment. That's why I referred back to it so I can make sure I took the pattern steps. Um, oh yeah. I was thinking about watching a watch along for the next episode of The Last of Them, just to see um what Ellie does. I think her name is Ellie. I I think I know what's gonna happen. Hold on, let me fit my chair. Just off the just off of like how she's been acting. to Joel. And yeah, and then what happened to Joel? Let me. Yeah, I the way she's been acting lately with towards Joel without even a reconcile. Um, I think she gonna uh, just have her another smooch and go on about her day. I I do recall the 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 previous episode. I think it's episode two. I I recall the sandwich part in the game, and like yeah. So the others the other stuff I don't recall, and then I don't even know if I finished uh the the game. I think I did though. I did finish that game, I think. Like but it's been a while. So I can't I can't recall what comes next in the game to say what's gonna come next in the show. So that's what I was attempting to do. Um but yeah, just from not even trying to compare the game with the show. But like I said, I think I already finished that game. Um, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I know I finished part one, but I don't know if I finished part two. It's been a while. Um, like I said, I think she's gonna get her a smoot and go on by her day because why she acting like uh she don't need to, reconcile before they go off amongst these uh fungus. This. I didn't know they all had that power. I thought that the funguses um called each other with that sound that they did, that clicker, the clickers. They was clickers, or are the click or hadn't no has any clicker showed up yet? Is that different? I thought the clickers was a fungus. I thought, whatever. And then I thought like the other ones that weren't clickers were their own thing, but now in this season, in the show season, they all connected. They all interconnected. I don't know if they was all interconnected in the first one like that. Ugh. And then for it to be so much, what in the hell going on? Like, are they breeding? Um, and how come they all got on the same outfit? It looked like they got on the same outfit, like zombie attire. Like all of them look like they got on the same gray, the same gray jumpsuit, kind of grayish. What? One of the ones had a black jacket on. She looked like she might have been a new one, a fresh one. Oh, they don't look like they got on regular clothes. They look like they got on zombie attire. Like when they turn into zombies, they got they zombie outfits on. But that's just me looking through the watch with me. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't viewed um the episode myself. So that's just how it's looking from that point of view. It could be different. They could have on their civilian clothes and look like they got on regular civilian clothes instead of a zombie attire. 'Cause some of them look like they just had on sweatshirts and jeans. But that one that had that speed on her, out of all the ones, little agile one, she had on a jacket. So that's why I say she looked the most fresh because she looked like she had on. She hadn't received her zombie attire yet. Um, but yeah, it they did have on different clothes. I saw one had on that checkered shirt that that Joe had popped. I did see some that had on different stuff. Uh, they ain't have on no jacket, so they must have got before they got a jacket on. And how are they not frozen? Because last season they was frozen. Last season they were frozen, solid. Like there was some that was moving slowly, that was on the verge of freezing, or was that yeah. It was one on the verge of freezing. They was stuck, like they was stuck, and then it was another one that was frozen, or or were they frozen humans? I think they were frozen zombies, and they seemed like they was moving stiffly. They weren't running to the finish line like. Okay, let me get off of that. That's somebody's creation that they done created the way they chose to create it. Oh, like just crocheting this sleeve on the second row. I will start to decrease the stitches to make a tapered sleeve, bring in the sleeves. I I um I watched one of Lavelle's comedy stand-ups the other day. The one I was the one I had mentioned in the previous live stream, and I thought about watching it again. I was like, Lavelle was like, well, like you know how you might watch something sometimes and then be like funny for so long, and then like then it might not after a while. So in order to avoid that, because I have been avoiding that, like for the most part. Now, it's sometimes, well, I ain't slapping my knee like I was the first time, but I be laughing. And, because I did notice, like, one time I kind of was, like, just chuckling, or maybe I wasn't laughing, because it was depending on the situation. I was like, oh man, like maybe I need to not watch it so much, but, I don't know. It's a hoot. It's a hoot nanny. I'm not watching it now. I started reading a book, so it's almost like what did you just watch them all the way? Just keep rotating between the three stand up, and I was like, oh, I'm reading a book so that I can get my reading in. I do have much reading on my list to enjoy. Okay, up on this next um stitch. Okay, I gotta wait. Uh, hold on. I gotta see how to start decreasing. I think I start decreasing at the second to the last stitch. Lord, what is it? What is this? I don't know. Okay. Something, something look like he done went awry, Lord. Did I? I'm trying to see. Okay, okay. All is well. All is well. Okay. Think this. It's a couple of stitches. I be confusing. Um, let's see. Hold on. I might have to refer back to the pattern to see how to do this decrease. Okay, I did it somehow. Let me refer back to this thing here. All right, then. Let me. I think I did it correct. I just wanna check. Uh, mm, wait, what? That is not how I did that. I didn't do my decrease like the pattern. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me back it up. I gotta do this step by step because it doesn't look like I did it like the pattern. So let me go reverse, reverse. I thought I did it. Okay. I did something like it. Ah, it was something like it. Okay. Now let's try that again. Okay, let me highlight where I am. Okay, highlight it where I am. Okay, let me try following this instructions. Say what now? Compute. Okay, I think this way. Lord, what in the hula hay? Okay, this way. Then she say this way. Then this like this, and then is that how you saying how to do that? Let me read it again. Okay. Okay. I think that's how you said to do that. Let me take that loose and try that again. Look, I did it. I that was different from what I did. Okay, so this one, stitch this one. No, not like that. Okay. Um, this way, this way, this way. Okay, that way works. Okay, that work. That'll do it. Let's see. Okay. Now let me continue on. How to do that? Okay. Okay. Let me move my stitch marker. All right, I'm staying to the pattern. Looks like I just followed that. That part isn't in the tutorial. It's in it's in the written pattern though. So that's cool. I just followed the instructions on the written pattern. Woo! So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it though. I might watch the next episode. I don't know though. I gotta watch along. I gotta watch along coming up. I'm busy. I got things. I got I got prior engagement so that I can get my other vocabulary list going. I don't know. I don't know. Joel seemed tired, and I don't recall the next part of the game to know what's gonna come up in the show at the moment. And then I am glad that the watch along that I was watching with one of the watch alongs I was watching with they knew about the fungus and how it communicates. So when I was watching it with the watch along, that part was explained. Um, how when the fungus was touched, it knew the whereabouts. So it changed direction. I just didn't know that they were like a flock of birds changing directions like that. I didn't know they were like a school of fish changing in unison like that. I don't even know if because that was a big chunk of fungus. It seemed like so. That might have been my first time seeing a big old chunk of fungus to even know that because in the first season it was clickers for the most part. It wasn't. I don't recall no fungus being touched. Like I remember clickers. Oh well. So either I'm gonna watch it or I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna just watch it or just keep talking about what I don't remember about this show. I did enjoy the watch alongs and the gameplays that I watched of the game. The game, yeah. Um, did I tell you guys? I don't think I told y'all. I think y'all already know that Blood and Bones, Blood and Bones is is gonna be turned into a movie. So yeah, that's um one of the latest news in the book community. That's some might would consider that being old news because that has been announced like a few months now, probably since last year. Yeah, about the end of last year. I did see some recent posts of the author mentioning being an author that has a book being turned into a movie, and she was signing books, and I did mention that the book now is available in leatherbound, which is also available in the bookshop. So yeah, I do watch a couple of different watch-alongs, and that might be one reason why I'm not uh moved to watch it with this um certain watch-along because they didn't explain to me. They didn't explain to me the what that was on the ground. I didn't know what that was. But yeah, it was infestation of fungus, which I don't understand how it got there, but yeah. Eh, but yeah, with the other watch along, um, that was explained. So that that channel hasn't uploaded uploaded a reaction video to the next episode yet. So that could be what I'm waiting on. as I move on along with my crocheting. With this summer cardigan. That I am crocheting in the spring. Get ready for the summer. Crochet this cardigan. Get it all designed and all. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Coming up on the decrease. Okay, let me see if I can recall what to do, because that was a bit confrou-frou. Let me see. Okay, so she said this way, that way, this way. Okay, no, that ain't confrou-frou. I did it. I got it now. I got it. Okay, great. Let's follow the instructions. That was pretty clear. That was quite clear. Hold on. That was quite clear. Go in here. Yay. So yeah, just follow the patterns and instructions. So that's what I just did. I thought I knew, but I I know now. And yeah, just refer back to the pattern as much as you need to, and read it over and over as much as you need to, and put the pattern and the stitches side by side, and do follow the instructions with the as you're crocheting, so that you can follow along side by side, and That's what I just did just now to see that instruction in action. See the steps in action, Like if it say put the hook in the loop, okay? Put the hook in the loop. Right. Follow instructions just like that, like step by step by step. Take it step by step. So you can see the clarity of it. The clarity of it. Mm. So yeah, sometimes I'll watch something while I crochet. Um, I hadn't listened to music with crochet recently, so that is something that I could possibly incorporate. That is an option to listen to music instead of watching something. Because sometimes when I watch stuff while I'm crocheting, I'll stop crocheting and I'll put more focus on what I'm watching. So that's another reason why listening to music could be a cool technique to incorporate with crocheting. Because you can also you can possibly increase your speed of crocheting by crocheting to the beat of the song, an up tempoed song, and yeah, and you keep your focus on your crocheting so you get more crochet done. Books, audio books, you can listen to audio books while crocheting. Um, that's an option, which I have done. It's just recently since I've gotten into crocheting by numbers, I like to color while I listen to audiobooks at the moment. Um, but yeah, reading is an option, or listening to audio. You can also listen to ebooks depending on your settings. If you have your settings to read audible audio, speak audio, you can read ebooks as well. You can listen to ebooks through your text to speech settings. Yeah, that's an option. Live streams. Listening to live streams is an option while crocheting. I have done that as well. Watching a movie, but then, there is that possible, paying more attention to the movie than you are your crochet. That could arise while watching a movie or a show. And if you're doing those other things like listening to music, listening to books, audiobooks, or ebooks, then you're going to pay more attention to your crocheting. And it depends on what you're reading too, because sometimes I have been like engaged with what I was reading. So to the point where I'm like animated with the reading. Like, so yeah, it depends on what you're reading too. So if you animate it with what you're reading, then you know you're gonna have those pause moments. And sometimes you can also be listening to the book and been done stop crocheting and listening to the book. I've done that too. Like I was watching something, but I was listening to the book. I was just, I was listening so intentively that I had stopped crocheting. So that can happen as well. So just choose, just see what you like. Some you might like to rotate like I do. I rotate. Sometimes I watch something, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I'm in live streams, sometimes I'm outside crocheting. So yeah, just play with it. All right, coming up to my decrease stitches. Hold on. Okay. And this, this. No, I'm not doing that right. Oopsie. I don't know if I did that on the other one. That wasn't right. Yeah, I did do that. I did that. I did it wrong. Let's see. This way, this way, this way. Oh man, I dropped it. Okay, try again. Oh, okay, there I go. I did something wrong these past. few rows. One, two. My first two decrease rows I didn't do absolutely correctly. Um, I had an extra loop. I yeah, I had an extra loop. I looped too early. I just recognized it. So I recognized it. So yeah, yeah. Well, I had like four four loops on my hook, and then an extra one. I had four loops, and then an extra one, and that's not right. So yeah, I did that for the previous couple of rows. I saw it and fixed it this time. I thought that's what I was supposed to do, but that wasn't following the instructions. I had did an extra step that wasn't incorporated in the instructions. So I did deviate. Didn't mean to. I was trying to understand that decrease stitch, and I didn't do it correctly. But I have corrected it this row and have done it correctly in this row. Moving my stitch marker. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I thought I did it right. I was like, wait a minute, that don't look right. So it looked right, but it didn't. But it did. But it did. The first time it did look right. The second time I was like, wait, that's too many loops. So I had to refer back to the pattern and actually follow it step by step. I had went ahead one step or something. I had four, five loops on the thing by the time I had finished. I have corrected it though, so I got one. I'm on. I corrected this row. Gonna keep it going. I'm, I'm not taking out those rows because it looked right. I just knew I was right because of my. I was looking. I was like, no, that stitch ain't got all them loops on it. Try again. And that's what you call making it your own. I'ma tell my friend I be coming up with some stitches. My friend say, I don't know what you did. I was like, see, I made up my own stitches. And then she gave me a bombastic side eye. Right. Yeah, I made up a stitch right there. Like I'm gonna crochet. I'm gonna crochet. I gotta make up some stitches. I'm making up some stitches. This go round, however, though, I will adhere to the number of loops now that I see the error of my way. I will correctly make the stitch according to the pattern. I had to put a couple of my stitches in there though, so it could be mine, making my own. What are those stitches? Oh, those are my own personal stitches right there. I did it twice. Put that stitch in the stitch that I made up. What I seen somebody post like what's the movie that you watched at least 6 times? And I was like, w- I, I had to think about it because I hadn't watched movies like that. And then I was like, well, do stand ups count as movies? So I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I didn't ask. This was a question I guess I could ask. Do stand ups count as movies? Because I've watched some stand ups more than 6 times. stand-up comedy shows more than 6 times. So I didn't ask, and I was like, well, maybe not. Oh, I guess they count as movies. Um, so I thought of shows. I mean movies. I thought of movies. I was like, what movies have I seen more than 6 times? And I had to think. And then the ones I thought, I was like, have I seen those for 6 times? I don't know. So then um I to came upon a title of a movie that I pretty sure I've watched over 6 times because I would watch it back to back sometimes. And uh, that movie is one that I've mentioned before, and um then I thought about another movie that I really enjoyed watching um the communication and the communication between languages and the friendships. I really enjoyed. So I mentioned two movies that one I think I've watched 6 times. But one that I know I watched, because some of them is like, huh, have I? And then one is like, yes, like no question, I've watched this over 6 times, and that is a low down dirty shame. Ever since I started watching it, um, I've enjoyed it. Um, and then I learned that Mendoza is the Wishmaster, the Jinn in the movie, the series, the Wishmaster. And I watched it even more after learning that. So so yeah, like like, ugh. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I have watched that one, and I mentioned it as well. Watching it so many times. What is this Stitch doing here? Hmm. It's trying to act like it's not a Stitch. You about to get stitched today. Ghost Dog. I don't know if I've seen it 6 times because it's been a while since I watched it. I might have though. I might have because I did when I watched it. I enjoyed it, especially the different the different languages, the friendship, And the understanding between the different languages. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. With that one. That's my favorite. And it has a book in it. He's reading a book. I gotta go back and see what that book is he's reading to see if I can get it from the bookshop. I like movies with books in them. And I did look up the books that are possibly um in the movie The Equalizer. Speaking of books, movies with books in them. I have looked up that that list that um is recommended to read um in The Equalizer, and the article that I came up came upon was saying that they this is like a guess, or like this is like the best they could conclude to what books were on that list. So I was like, oh, okay, so it wasn't like an actual factual thing. It's just upon what books have been mentioned in the movies. This is a list that's comprised of what the list could possibly have on it. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Okay, now I'm at my decrease roll. Let me pay attention, only. Okay, I got 4 loops on my hook and two. Yay. Now I have 2 rows with the correct stitch of the decrease. Yeah, I think the actor's name is and Andrew Didoff. I'm saying that by memory. I hadn't looked it up, but I think that's I think that's his name. Um, Once I realized who he was, like I had a bit of a marathon watching watching some of the movies that he starred in. One of them being uh oh my Re- Return of the Living Dead. It's some type of zombie movie. It's in 3D. I'm not I'm not looking it up. I'm going by memory at the moment with that. Yeah, but I did mention it a while ago when I was watching it when that was fresh. It's old. That's old news. That's old news right now. But yeah, I just mentioned it because I read with the post I had mentioned Shane and and then I and then I watched it. I was like, but I didn't watch it. It kind of watched me because I had went the the yeah. And then when I do go to sleep, like I rewind it, try to watch it again, then went to sleep. I did that a few times. Go to sleep, watch it, rewind it. Yeah. So yeah, I did that a few times just because um that wasn't on my schedule. That was not on my schedule. So yeah, that's cool to see where the Wishmaster came from. I don't know if he did anything before that, but that seemed like that's where he came from. A low down dirty Shane. I don't know. He could have came from somewhere else. But that's just cool to put his name with being the Wishmaster. I was like, oh look at that. I'm like, oh, a low down dirty Shane made Wishmaster. And that's the Wishmaster. And yeah, because I did enjoy the first. I think he was in the first two. He was in the first one. Oh, yeah, he was in the first two. Cause I did this whole thing where I had watched all the Wishmasters a while ago now, and saw the difference and the differences in the costumes and things. Cause he's not in all of them, all of the Wishmasters. He's in maybe the first two. He the wish he the wish master to me. The other ones, uh, was like, why isn't he doing this movie? We got the wish master looking all different, but all right. And then the reason why I get I enjoy, I don't know, it, was that the Wishmaster too? I think that was the Wishmaster. Like, okay, so the Wishmaster has a movie with a bunch of celebrities in it. Like, this movie be star-studded. Like, he got all the villains in his movies. Like, he got Robert Ingram in there. He got Kane Kane Hodder, um uh Anthony Todd Anthony Todd. How did I say that incorrectly? As much as oh, let's see, and Todd Tony Todd. Yeah, yeah, I said it right. I said it right. Anthony Todd. Also known as Tony Todd. Um, so I do enjoy seeing them all together, and it's usually okay. So though the first three that I mentioned, they also have like another movie together where they're in the Hatchet series. Um, so I like when they get together and have fun creating the entertainment cinema. And then, so yeah, with the Wishmaster, they got together and had their separate scenes, and I enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm trying to think. But yeah, the Wishmaster, he was like up there with the big dogs. I thought he was, was an icon. Cause you got all these other icons. Thought he was up there with the icons, like, with the characters, that the actors play. Um, so I thought of him like that, like he was part of the team, and I was like, oh, look at him all with the cameo. So I really enjoyed seeing the cameos. And hold on, wait a minute, let me think. Is okay, so Tony Todd um character is something Valentine in Wishmaster Valentine. I kind of want to think his name was Valentine in the Hatchet, but I don't guess so. I don't guess so. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Hatchet. So I like that the two Jasons were in there amongst all the other characters. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. I seen those movies long. It's been some months now. I don't know. Maybe that was last October, maybe. Yeah, I think it was. Or it could have been Summerween for last year. I think I could have watched it for Summerween last year. Um, Summerween isn't upon us just yet, so I don't know what it's gonna be if I watch um um do the Summerween marathon. Um, if it's even gonna be held this year. Um, was that even last year or was that the year before? Hmm. I think my goal for this or my my aspirations for this month was to read 6 books during the month of April. Um, I think I have some more reading to do to get that accomplished. And I got a couple of days left. I gotta be reading. I got a book to log. I got some books to complete. I don't know. I have to look at my log because I was like, how many books have I read this month? I know just the other day I finished about two or three, so maybe that's all I completed. I don't know. I think I completed some before that. I was hoping to get um, some more books in. I think last year, April was my highest reading month of the year last year. This year, um, I read in months that I didn't read last year. So last year I didn't read in January, February, March, June, and then I started reading in July. I also read in April, something like that. I shared all that already. But yeah, this year started off reading in the January. After continuing to read from December and last year, so continued on my reading as a priority for this year. Read in January, read in February, March, and now here it is, April. We got a few more days, couple of more days. A couple of books can be read in a couple of more days, a couple of days. I did kind of veer off a bit. Um, just really feeling my reading out to see where it was going. So for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I didn't read. At least a couple of weeks I didn't read. Because I was anticipating a book release. Alrighty, next next row. Another row I actually did the decrease row how the pattern mentions. So yay me. move my stitch marker because I'll be looking for the end of the stitch and I hadn't even reached the stitch marker yet. What did I just say? I haven't. I when I was crocheting the previous row, I was looking for that. I was anticipating the last stitch, um, but I hadn't made it to the stitch marker. So keeping that stitch marker in there. I was like, is this the last row? Is this the last row? Is this the, I mean, is this the last stitch? So that stitch marker is a good indicator there that, you gotta keep on pushing. You gotta keep going till you reach that stitch marker. All right. Great crochet session. Gotta see. Water, water. Um, Let me get some water. Okay. So I have a sleeve in progress. Yay! So I will be continuing that um, sleeve in progress. So we got one sleeve in progress, and I don't crochet two sleeves at a time. I crochet one sleeve at a time. So when I finish this sleeve, then I go and do the next step, which would be the cuff, and then I move on to the next sleeve and work on the next sleeve. Okay. Now, let me look. Um, my book, if I can. Hopefully it, wait, you know what? Uh-oh, what is this? That's a wrap. Oh, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap up the, why does it say November wrap? But okay, I guess this is an example. That's a wrap. Show the world how you read with a customized and shareable overview of all your readings this month. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Um, all my readings. for this month. Um, okay. It looks like I've read. I reached my I've read at least 6 books this month, and I read one book like about 6 times, even though I didn't count it. I'm not. I could count it because that's a new feature for this that came during this new year is you can count books that you've reread. Um, I don't know. Anyways, um, yeah, I've read at least 6 books. Wait a minute. It need to be another book on here. Hold on. I've read more than these 6. Uh, add another book. Let's see. I read that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Now, how do I add another book? What do I do? Let's see. Okay. I get to add it by name. Uh, the the wind. Wind. Is it? Yeah, the wind and the willows. That one. Okay, so that's 7. Um, okay, let's see. Let me go here because this will be a better list. Um, okay, reading that. There's a couple of books I might not finish this month. Reading that. Um, one. Hey, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I might not count that one either. 5. Where did my 6 book go? Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, The Alchemist. Hmm. I don't too much like that one. I don't know. Let's see what this one does. Um, that uh, reading stats, books read in April, monthly wrap up. Okay, this one has 6 books. Full cover collage, calendar. I usually try and wait till the last day to catalog my books, just in case I finish reading another book. Okay, by then, okay, so I got one more day. I got today and tomorrow. Really today, a bit of tomorrow to add a few more titles. Because some books I'm almost finished with that could possibly make it on this month's wrap up. So I'll see how that goes. Yep, that's that's about it. Let's see, it's another book, but it seemed like it was like a sample. That's why I didn't count it. Yeah, this book read like a demo. Yeah, let's let's see if it'll pull up on my let's see if it'll pull up to be long. I did read it. It read like a sample. So that's why I didn't log it yet. Oh, it can be loud. Is that? Yep, that's it. Oh, there's an expanded edition. It, those are different authors. Let's see. Let's see if that's the same author I read. Mm, no. Oh, let me check again. Nope, not the same author. Okay. Now that book uh, doesn't look like it could be logged right there. Let's check over here to the G. And check the, okay, Creativity Inc. The ultimate guide on creativity. Learn the power of techniques on how to boost creativity. Mm, and unlock innovation. The ultimate guide on creativity. Let's see. The ultimate guide on creativity. Okay, it didn't come up. So yeah, I think it's a demo or a sample. It could just be a short book. Ooh, so it's yeah, it's that time to do our monthly reading wrap up. Read the oh, I'm gonna do up my cook. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, it's that time. That time of the month that we wrap up what we read and take summary of it and see what we'll be reading next. Coming up will be the watch along for Memoirs of Ganesha. Let me know when you get your vocabulary list and quiz and take the quiz and all those things. We're going to do a live stream watch along coming up soon. So, see you there. You can bring your flashcards along with your vocabulary list. I've already started filling out my flashcards with my terms on it. TTFN. This is D.I.V.A. saying the QR codes on the screen is the bookshop. You can also get to the bookshop, bookshop.org/T1NABA1LEY. Also on the screen is my Venmo Me QR code, and that's the @ T or capital T 1NA capital BA1LEY for all things to aid in this avid reader's experience. be it books, reading socks, heating blankets, water, uh, printers. Yes, readers need printers. Um, you got the different kinds of printers too. You got the HP pocket printer in color. Like, what? Let me know how that works. Like, nobody has explained that to me yet. Um, I would like another Fomimo. I would like the 8 by 11, I think it is. Uh, Fomimo. I have the mini Fomimo, and it's in black and white. And the um other printers that are like with for reader journals are a bit bigger, depending on what you're journaling, how you're journaling. You could utilize a couple of different uh, printers. Um, yeah, and what you're doing with the printer, so you can actually use quite a few of them things along with labelers and yeah. Well, those are just a few things on my list at the moment. I would like to upgrade. I do have a printer. No, yeah, I have the mini Fomimo uh in black and white. Um, I do enjoy color, and I am glad to see these pocket printers that are in color now. Like, I'm about to look up exactly how those work because I have looked up some reviews of them and um, some demonstrations and some comparisons. Uh, but the answer to how it works in how it prints in color hasn't been answered. The Fomimo, the mini Fomimo that I have, it's a thermal printer, so that's why it's in black and white or black. Yeah, black ink. You can set the different modes and get it like a gray ink. It's likened to a receipt printer, but it's not that big. Uh, so yeah, I do like the new shiny things that are in color. Like, got a pocket printer in color. That's so cool. How does that work? Like, let me know. Uh, and also let me get one of those. Let me try it out. Um, so yeah. The other foamy mode that I'm looking at, it is also in black and white. It's a Bluetooth wireless um printer, but it's a thermal printer as well. Um, so it's in black and white. I don't know if there's a bigger printer like that prints in color yet. But yeah, I think these pocket printers that have come out have like come out since the foamy mold. Like there was the foamy mold, and now there's these colored pocket printers. I think that's how that went. I don't think they were out at the same time. So yeah, that is so cool, and enjoying that. So yeah, we could do the book journaling. TTFN and Tata for now. Toodles. Enjoy your Tuesday today. Toodles. Uh, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Toodles. I said that after I said toodles. Information in description box of the different platforms and things going on. Thank you. Thank you very much. I did notice a couple of thumbs up after I gave the instructions on how to um, navigate the and locate the thumbs up and thumbs down section on your TV. So thank you so much.